Hello, guys. You're welcome to the Zone Podcast, and my name is Christopher Ogudu, and this is my boy.
My name is Oluwaseun Santos, but call me Chairman.
All right. This is a very a different episode from the last time we had. We're going to talk about a few things worldwide related, Niger, entertainment, and any other interesting thing out there we need you to know about. Be with us. So the Headies Award just started, right?
Yeah, the nominees came out, and there's been a lot of people getting mad, um, like people like Copy.
Oh yeah, Copy was getting mad for real.
Copy got mad. She got snubbed. A lot of few, here and there, naysays here and there. People have been, some people are mad. They weren't nominated. So I mean, we'll try and take a look at it, see where was just, where wasn't just, see if it was right. Where the awards, nomination, where they didn't nominate some people. So we'll look at it and then we'll talk about it.
All right, that's good.
Um, so we'll start with the nominees. So I mean, what do you got to say about 80s in general? Like,
The Headies.
yeah,
It's an award I grew up with. Seeing Wande Cole win the Headies. He won the Headies, I believe, yes. And I've seen a lot of artists come into the scene, and I believe Corey DeBello took one, or Ricardo. What was it? Ricardo Banks or Corey DeBello?
next rated.
Next rated, yeah.
Yeah,
He
we
took
had
it
the
in
likes
car.
of we had the likes of Whiskey,
Wizkid,
one
Rema.
but so far the next rated has always been like the most anticipated one.
Anticipated, yeah.
So which year of Eddie's was the most that had like the star-studded joint to you?
To me, I've not really followed it that long to have a memory of all of that. But I believe it was when Don Jazzy had the new boys in the scene, and Olamide had his own
Yeah.
people with Lil
I,
Cash.
I feel like the one that had the star-studded one was the 2011.
2011.
We had
What stars?
Wizkid, Olamide,
Davido.
Ice Prince. No, David wasn't there. It was 2012.
2011, yeah.
Yeah, Ice Prince, Olamide, Ice Prince, and Tiwa Savage. I felt that one was a lot. Like, all of them was on fire that period. They were all churn out, nice songs and all that. So the Headies has always been, one of the most praised. Just sad, these days where people don't really want to attend it. And that's one thing I feel like the Nigerian industry needs to correct. Because it's ours, it's for the people, for us, by us. And, they'll rather, some of the Nigerian celebrities rather prefer to go attend, the Grammys and all that. But people over there were the one that praised the Grammy, that attended the Grammy, that raised the standard it is. So we need to, attend ours and then, make it to the standards, we want it to be. But this year's Eddies, they have some nice recognition award. They will be recognizing Idris Abdul Karim this year.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Like an OG veteran
Right,
award.
right,
kind of.
right.
Yeah, I think I believe he deserves it. Idris Abdul Karim has as a freedom fighter, an activist, he's really been fighting for the well-being of the Nigerian music of the Nigerian music scene, and the recognition that he believes we deserve in the world stage. Remember the issue he had with 50 Cent?
The fifth, that was like 2005 or
That was a long time ago.
I think it was long, but I think that was where the landscape of Nigerian industry shifted.
Yeah.
Because Idris Abdul Karim, while we're young, he churned out, classics. He was instrumental to the growth of the industry.
Right.
And then we'll ever be, grateful to him for that.
Right.
So I'm glad it's finally gonna be recognized because it's that OG in the game, and then also King Sunny Ade is gonna be recognized.
King Sunny Ade.
King Sunny Ade is gonna be recognized. I mean, I remember growing up, listening to my father, parents always listen to King Sunny Ade, the dancers. It's sick how as old as he is, he still moves energetically and all that. So that's real good though. That's real good.
Yeah,
That's
so
real
There was a part in this new Headies that some people are talking about that they don't understand why certain people are in that category.
I mean, I
Can
mean,
you shed some light on
I
that?
mean, I feel like the panel of judges for the edit they need to do a better job. I feel like they need to try and have some independent panel people too in it. I feel like it's not like Dotun. I like the way he critiques. I feel
Dotun,
like
right?
yeah, I feel like I like the way he critiques. I feel like it will be a very very nice addition to the system. So
One thing I believe is not being sentimental.
okay, okay,
Not being sentimental in when it comes to critiquing music.
right.
You should not have a person you believe is your favorite. That's one thing about music. Just want you in TikTok though.
No,
So not being sentimental gives you the opportunity to be unbiased when it comes to critiquing music. So I believe a lot of artists came out this year, from last year till this year. They make great music. Fireboy, Joe Boy. We have people like Olakira.
okay, okay.
Olakira make good music too. Then a few people who've been in the industry for a while, like
Right.
we were talking about Terry. This
Yeah,
year. Yeah.
Terry
Terry
on,
has been consistent, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually very very much underrated in the industry. I don't know why,
But I don't understand why.
but
Is it because we have so much superstars?
yeah, I mean it's crazy now that your songs don't even last long that much.
Yeah, it's
So
like,
let's
oh, we've had your song and the next song. We're waiting for
right.
the next song.
Right, right. So let's dive into some of the nominees. So they have the best collab nominee. They have SITM, Davido, Naramali, Zlatan, This World. Remember the song that they have the video for it? They
Yeah.
have Don't Call Me Back, Joe Boy and Malcolm. They have Know You by Ladipo and Simple Simi. They have Totori by Adi Kabasa, Olamide and Whiskey Dial. They have Get the Info by Fino, Falls the Bad Guy and Phenom. So what do you think? What do you think about that?
Hmm.
Who do you think was left out, and what do you think about
And that's for what category again?
the best collab nominee?
Best collab nominee. Ah,
Do you think they did a very good job on this?
there are a lot of collaborations that happened this year, but I mean, for them to narrow down all of the whole collabs and give us, they can't really have a list of 5 or 6 people.
Right,
This is
right.
collaboration. So I believe would I say Tottery?
You feel Totori is gonna take it?
I feel Tottery might take it.
I felt Totori
Yeah,
too.
because that song, I mean, when it came out, it was a banger, and it rocked the show. The collaboration with Fino and Fino, Get the Info.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Right.
from his the new album he just released.
Right.
That was a
Right.
good collaboration too, but I don't think he really got that airwave,
Okay.
air recognition
Right.
like that.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So let's go into say the songwriter of the year. They have Duduke by Simple Simi. They have Dreamer by Fireboy. They have Way Too Big by Burna Boy. They got Bad Influence by Omale. They got Ghost Town by This World. And they got 1 Milli by Adekunle Gold. I think I have my. What do you think was left out? Do you think anybody was left out? Do you think they got it right?
That's a very good lineup. A few people might be left out though. Yemi Alade dropped a couple songs recently, right?
Right. But this is songwriter.
He's a songwriter, so
You know,
do they write their songs by themselves?
one of the things we're talking about earlier in Nigerian industry is that Nigerian industry needs to grow to the stage where it's okay to admit you didn't write your song.
Yeah, it's a big industry. Songwriting is a big
Yeah,
industry.
we
Yeah.
make it seem like oh because you're writing your song that means you're wrong. Oh that means because you don't write your song that means no it's okay if anybody writes your song it's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
but I think what do you think should take that
I should be asking you,
I think-
which of those songs you think has
funny enough I think I'm gonna go with 1 Milli.
1 million?
Yeah, because
Adekunle Gold, right?
yeah, shout out to Adekunle Go, shout out to Davido. 1 Milli. I think 1 Milli should take it. Because I think at first 1 Milli grew on me because someone made 1 Milli grew on me. and then it was good. So I'll go with that. So they have next up. What I have is the Viewers Choice Awards. So they have Bonner Boy, they got Falls the Bad Guy, Fireboy, Mayokun, DJ Neptune, Whiskey Dial, Omale, and Davido. Who do you think should take
Viewers Choice
the
Award.
Viewers Choice Award?
I'll go between Bonner Boy and Davido.
I'm gonna pick Mayokun on this
Why?
one. Why I'm gonna pick Mayokun was Viewers Choice Award. I think Mayokun was in more videos this year. Was in more videos. I was in more songs this year than. Yeah, they dropped albums and all that, but I think Mayokun rocked this whole year. I think from the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter of the year, I think it was talked about. Like he had singles, he had videos, he had collaborations, he had a lot of them going on. So I think I'm gonna go with Mayokun on this one.
I would go with Davido because just like you said, Mayoko, right? I mean, mention which artist didn't work with Davido this year.
Right.
Almost a lot of all the videos that came out, Davido was in more videos than many people. He to the point where recently he even made a video with Larry Gaga and Umo Bilibo. So yeah, Davido has been in more videos than a lot of people I can count. But if you say my uncle, fine, may the best man win.
Okay. All right. Then we go to the Rookie of the Year. We have Olakira, which you just mentioned. We have Jamo Viper. We have Zinoleski. We have Bad Boy Teams, and then we have the last one. We have Wolves and Wutang. So who you going? Who do you think should take that Rookie of the Year?
Between Bad Boy Teams and Olakira.
I'm still on that because part of me wants to go with Zinoleski.
Zinoleski was. Yeah. Zinoleski, nah, I would just go with Bad Boy Teams or Olakira. The Maserati song really, really hit.
Yeah.
And Bad Boy Teams, before Olakira even made waves with
I must be thirsty though. I've had this whole wine glass full. I'm almost done with it.
It's a zone, man. We're in the zone. So when you're in the zone,
I think I might want to refill it right now. So then we go to the next one. Then they have the artist of the year. They have Burna Boy, Whiskey, Davido, Mayokun, and Tiwa Savage. First of all, what I'm going to say about this is the fact that shout out to Mayokun for the fact that he was mentioned alongside the heavyweights. That's a very, very good progress for him. That shows that he has worked hard. He has worked hard, and for him to be mentioned among the heavyweights in Nigeria, that's a lot of progress. So shout out to Mayokun. I'm close friends with his mom. But shout out to him though.
But you can't say shout out to Mayoko if you don't give props to Davido.
Right.
They say greatness is measured by how many people you lift up, and they can really eat with you on that level.
Right, you're right.
So Davido also should get the props for
you're right. But
mentoring people.
But you got to understand that Davido signed a lot of people. But it's not about Davido signed a lot of people too. But none of them has been as consistent as Mayokun has been. So you could sign me and mentor me, but I might not put in the work.
Yeah.
The work. Mayokun has put so much work into being where he is today, and I feel he deserves all the accolades. He deserves all the mention. He deserves where he's in right now. He works so hard. I follow him on Snapchat. He works so hard. Most like he's always mostly in the studio. He's like a music.
Is there any of them that doesn't live in the studio?
Yeah, basically. So, what do you think should take that artist of the year?
Burna Boy, man.
Burna Boy? Why Burna Boy?
Burna Boy. With regards to global outreach, taking your sounds from the shore of Nigeria and taking it outside. With regards to content, when it comes to body of work,
right?
His body of work has a lot of meaningful content. I would not say because Didi co-signed his album or because but the fact that he has broke boundaries many times and getting this double Grammy nod, it's not easy to. It's not a small thing to release body of work back to back and they get Grammy nod. It means you're doing the right thing.
Well, I'm gonna go with Whiskey Dial.
I mean,
why I'm gonna go with Whiskey Dial because you know, there was so many pressure, there was so many naysays. There was people talking about like if he doesn't deliver on his album, he's not going to be relevant no more. There were people talking about all sort of nonsense, and then for him to soak up that pressure, as the Babais and drop a body of work made in Lagos, it's had over 100 million views, 100 million digital sales so far. Like number 10 on the Billboard. UK, it's had, I mean, that. So, for me, for that alone, um, I would go Whiskey Daddy.
Yeah, you're right, but in the sense that with whiskey, we can't really understand how much um we can't really understand how much emphasis he puts on his music until next year, or how much quality work he put into his music until next year. So we actually appreciate whiskey, but his album came out a little later after Abba Boy's album came out. So I'll let Burna Boy take the shine now. Made in Lagos is still making strides, breaking boundaries. It's still on the charts. Next year he should get his award. He should get his accolade.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, but if he
okay,
wins it, still, I mean, Wizzy is my guy.
okay,
Wizzy is
okay,
my guy,
okay.
so I'm not discriminating.
We didn't talk about the viewers. Who? Okay, we talk about the viewers' choice. We'll talk about who we're gonna give it to, and if we're gonna talk about the best street pop artist, we have Marfo by Young John and Naamali. We have Gang by Ayomayoko. We have Instagram by I Am Reminisce. We have Audio Money by Rude Boy P Square. We have Bolale. I actually love Bolale though. We have Bolale by Zlatan Ibile. We have Power by Olamide. So who do you think was left out of that street hop, and who do you think should win it?
This is a difficult category because every of those tracks you just mentioned were all bangers. They rocked the airwaves home and abroad. From um, Olamide's Pawon. You know how they did the Shaku
Right,
Shaku.
right,
Like
right,
Olamide
right,
never disappoints though.
right.
To come on, Naira Mali, Mafo. Mafo is a track you play anywhere.
I'm
Even
actually,
foreigners would really dance to it.
I actually DJ too, and
Mm-hmm.
when I'm DJing and I see, probably the crowd is not really, really, crowd intensity is slowing down, I play my phone.
And watch the magic that
And
happens with
then
Mafo.
everybody,
Everybody dances, right?
it's crazy.
It's
It's crazy.
crazy,
But
yeah.
personally, on my headset, I love Bolale. But what the masses love, they love Mafo. So to me, I'm gonna go with Mafo on this one. I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
Naramali,
Mafo,
Young John.
Naira Mali and Young John. Shout out to
to
both of them, man.
yeah,
Hard workers.
they had the revelation of the year. This was what I was trying to tell you earlier today. Like
Mhm.
I have huge. Um, I'm actually on the I'm iffy about the revelation of the year nominees. I have Victor AD, I have Fireboy, I have Tenny, I got Rema, and I got Fisher Chike. So, what do you think was left out? What do you think should have been in this? And then, what do you think should have been added to it?
Okay, with this revelation of the year, the issue I had with the category is how did Tenny get on there? Like Tenny has been out there before a lot of these guys, so she has won her award. She should not be in the revelation of the year. If anybody should be there, it should be. I mean, Oxlade.
Right.
Oxlade should be in there. The dude is hardworking. He's a young boy, but I mean, we're not part of the panel of judges and the panelists of people who gathered
Right.
those
I feel,
categories. So
I
it's
feel,
understandable they have a certain criteria on how
feel,
they did it, right?
I feel Terry should be there. Terry dropped an EP, Ojoro, lovely, lovely songs that had millions of digital sales,
Talking
digital
about digital sales,
downloads,
yeah.
all of that this
Mhm.
year, and I feel it should have been part of the revolution of the year. So we'll just wrap it up with the last one. What do you think should go with song of the year? I have Fem by Davido, I have Joro by Whiskey Dayo, I got Mafo by Naamali, I have Dudike by Simply Singing, and I have Nobody by DJ Neptune, Joe Boy, and Mr. Easy. Who do you think should go with the song of the year?
Nobody.
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 I'm gonna go with
If it
Mafo.
doesn't go with no, if it doesn't go to nobody, it should go to Mafo.
I'm actually going to go with Mafo here. I'm going to go with Mafo here because Mafo was a very, very. I mean, throughout this year, Mafo has been bagging. And then the last one. What do you think about the next weighted? We got Thames. Shout out to Thames. We got Omale. Shout out to Omale. We got Oxlade. You've always been a very big fan of Oxlade.
I mean,
We got Bella Schmorder.
Bella Schmorder.
Who do you think should go with the next weighted? Who deserves that car? Who deserves that car?
I would say Omale.
I'm
Oxlade is my guy. He works really hard. Omale came out and he blew up, and his sound has been received all over the world. There was a time Swiss Beats even had a playlist with two or three of Omale's track in there. So I mean, it's not easy to come out from Nigeria.
I mean, I'm gonna go with Oxlade.
You go with Oxlade.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Oxlade.
Well, like I said, may the best man win. All right, guys, thank you for joining us on the Zone podcast, and I still remain your boy Christopher.
I remain your boy Chairman. I want you to
like, subscribe, and share this podcast to your friends.
Until next time, we'll see you again.
We'll see you again.
Peace out.